Hey guys, Figurecraft, and today we're going to finally be installing some stuff to the metal hull of the ship. This is really exciting. So, we're still on issue 135. So, opening up the book, skipping the rudder, like I said. Alright, so we are going to go to step 4 now. So, step 4. Rest the forecastle and forward weld deck on the hull at the bow end without fixing it. Run the electrical cable under the crosspiece and connect it to the socket marked P on the circuit board. Okay. So, let me situate things here. Let me set the book down here on the floor. Let me move some chairs, because I got to turn this thing. This thing's so long, I don't want it to bump anything. Let me turn it to there. And this is also going to be the last time we're going to be using oil. Alright. So we're right here. I'm going to grab the forecastle. And first of all, I'm going to undo this. Let me just sit it right there and rest it on the ship while I undo this cable. Now what I am also going to do is test it. So, let me grab my tester. It's got the batteries in it. And you can see there our lights are working, so we're good there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly, first of all, that dirt off there. Set that there. I'm going to run this cable. Try my best to get you all a good view. I'm going to run this cable under this cross support like it said. And it said it's got to get plugged into P. Which, let's see here. Let me move that. So looking here on the instructions, alright, I'm on the opposite side, so if I was turned around that side, that is... Give me a few seconds here. It's this one. Yeah, it says P on it. Okay. So I'm going to plug it into P. And now we're going to work on resting the forecastle down onto the deck. And another thing that I did with mine, which I highly, highly recommend, is using those extra stickers to tack this down. I'm going to feed this cable under. And I'm going to work on getting the forecastle into place slowly but surely. Okay, that's that. That's that. Nah. There. Phone was about to die. I had to hurry up and plug it up. I'm making sure everything is good. Alright. We got her basically placed on there perfectly. Another thing I'll show you too. I made this out of wire. There's a little thing up here. This is supposed to be like a shackle. I made the shackle out of black wire. So now we're going to go to the book. Okay, so it wants me to put the ship onto the stand. So give me a few here. Let's see here. Let me think how to do that. Yeah, we're going to have to wait on that for right now because the phone is using the charger that I was using to do the ship's power. So we'll have to. We know the light works because I just tested it on the light tester. So we're just going to go to the next step, which now we're going to use some screws. So turn me around here. Step 6. Fix the forecastle and forward well deck assembly to the hull with 6 GM screws supplied with issue 9. 6 cleats, bits 9A, 9B, 9C, 9D, 9E, and 9F were also supplied with issue 9. Position them as shown over the screws and fix in place with a little glue if necessary. So we're going to use some old parts that we received way back, and I put them in here, which is in this bag that's been sitting here forever. We got this back in issue 9. And hopefully you held on to them. There's the GM screws. There's the cleats. So we need the GM screws out of here first, which are right here. And what we're going to do is our usual routine. We're going to put the screw onto the screwdriver. We're going to dip the screw into some 3-in-1 oil, which of course that happened. Try that again. Oh, come on. Ah, see what happened? The thing stuck to the top. I really hate when it does that. There. We're going to basically dip the head into the 3-in-1 oil. And then we're going to bring you over here to the ship. We're going to start from the front. And that's that one in. And then we're going to get another one. Oh, it bumped. And now it's barely hanging on the screw driver. Oh, man. Let's see if I can just slide it back onto... Yeah. So this is the second screw going in. And as I'm screwing it down, things are going into place. All right, now we're going to get our next one. And then we're going to go right here on this side. And I'm using the screwdriver that they supplied us with in issue 2. Which, when it comes to doing details like this, I highly recommend using this screwdriver right here. That way you don't over tighten the screws and strip them. Because when I use the one that they supplied us with as the free gift, I have a tendency to over tighten and strip screws with that thing. I guess because it's so much easier to use, and with this one you have to take your time. Wipe that off. A bit of oil on the deck. Get it off there. Thankfully I sealed my decks with some spray. Keep on going till we can't go no more. Alright. Go over here. Test it out. Yep, that's good. We got 2 more to go. Back towards the breakwaters. I'll go on this side first. Oh yeah, she went down beautifully. 1 more to go. Oh, this is so satisfying just seeing this thing go together now. Alright, that's that done. So now I'm going to put the 3-in-1 oil back up for now. We have one GM screw left over. Put it back into the bag. And now we're going to get these cleats. And then we're going to figure out where they go. So, the first ones are short ones, so just test fitting. Okay, that one is not the one. That one will go over here. Okay. And then we're going to get the mate to it. Make sure it's turned around with the flat edge facing out. Make sure that this flat edge is facing out. Sorry. Make sure that that flat edge is facing out. And you just push it down. Alright. Now we're going to move down to not the biggest ones, but the medium ones. So about these medium ones right here. And we're going to test. Let's see here. Before I push that all the way down. Let me see if the other one will go to the other one. Pushing that one down. Pushing that one down. Yep, that works. We got 2 more cleats to go. Focus you. Let me get this slot to come down just a bit if I can. Get it up there. Let me get you focused here. Alright. Now we're going to test, let's see here. Once again, flat edge goes to the outside. We're just going to test these right now. We're not pushing them down. Okay, that one's not going. So this one will go on this side. Just press it down. And then the other side. Just press it down. Now, another thing that I am going to tell you, which I don't know why Hachette or Agora did this, but you don't receive any chains for the anchor lifting guides. What they intend for you to do, which they should have told you, but what they intend for you to do, you have a choice. You can either have your anchors to where they basically go up and down with the anchor mechanism that's inside the ship, or you can unhook those anchors from that, run the chains up through here, and then rest your chains around your windlasses. Basically, it's like a little ring that'll basically just sit on the windlass. And let me grab this thing right here so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Ow. Oh, leave it to me to step on something and dump things. Lord have mercy. Yeah, a few seconds here, y'all. I'm picking up this. Okay. Here it is. Alright, what I mean by that, here's the brochure that they sent you with your first shipment. And if you open up the brochure, and then you look right here, you can see here's your chains right here. And you can see up here, here are the rings that you're used to, seeing. And they just basically set around the windlasses. They basically just set up there, and then gravity pulls the anchors down. That's what I mean. And they don't tell you that. Instead, they tell you, hook the anchors from the inside of the mechanism to make them, you know, move up and down. And that mechanism is, it's going to be kind of hard to see it now, but it's all the way in there underneath the forecastle. That mechanism is in there, and they don't tell you that, which I think they should have. So, just in case you're wondering about that, I'm letting you know. You can see right there, the rings are around the windlasses. The chains are going down. But that's what it is. It's a choice. But I don't have to worry about that because I got the 3D printed upgrades from that company that I've been telling you all about. So I don't have to worry about that. But I'm letting you know, that way you'll know. But yeah, they really should have told you about that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, alright, we're not going to put these on, but we are going to look at them. So let me find them. I try my best when I figure out things to let you all know about it. That way it can help you all. Because that's basically what I'm here for. I'm here to help people. That's that thing. Give me a few seconds here. I misplaced it. I'm misplacing things. Let's see here. Is that you? Yeah, that's it. Okay, the next things are these little things. I painted the bottoms of mine black, left them white. But what these are is they're going to go right here. One's going to sit there. And the other one's going to sit over here. But I'm not putting them on yet because, you know, obvious reasons, I'll break them off. But they'll sit like that. And what they're going to do is act kind of like, in a way, wires that goes to the forward anchor crane. But that's what they look like. I just painted them black at the ends. But I do like these, and I am going to use these because they kind of remind me of Titanic, the movie that James Cameron made. And when the ship goes by, it looks like these things right here. And what these remind me of is, if you look at a telephone pole, they have like these yellow things that cover the wires. It kind of reminds me of that. So what I'm going to plan on doing is glue like a little piece of that string that we got with our shipment to this. And it's going to feed to the anchor crane. I'm going to basically make it like it's one of those wire covers. And then the wires coming out of it is my plans for it. So yeah, I am going to figure out a way to fabricate this and use this. So now going to the next step, which there'll probably be another part because we're getting low on recording time. But that's okay. Alright, we got that done. Yeah, it's going to that. Let's see here. Do I want to put that on? No, I don't want to put that on yet. I'll break it off. Okay, so skipping that. Alright, we're going to here. We're going to the poop deck. Alrighty then. The poop deck. And we'll test this with the next video. We'll do one last video of this issue before we move to the next. Step 10. Rest the poop deck and aft well deck on the stern end of the hull without fixing it. Run the electric cable from the LED board beneath the deck under the cross pieces and connect it to the socket marked S on the circuit board. Do the same with the cable from the motor and connect it to the socket marked V. Okay? In the same way as described in step 5, test the operation of the lights and motor with the remote control. Remember that the center propeller only rotates in one direction. See issues 38 and 40. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this around, and then we're going to go to the stern. So, just give me a few seconds here. Let me pick this big ship up. Come on, Titanic. Oh! You really have ate a lot, my friendly ship. Ooh. Ugh, all your beautiful parts are finally going on you. And you're finally coming together. This is so satisfying, y'all. Alright, there we go. So, what's at the stern? So, with the stern section, there is a thing here. Let's see here. So first is testing it. So what we're going to do, like I did last time, we're going to set that there. We're going to undo all this wire. Stubborn. Now let's see here. There we go. Come on. Hey, grief, this is a lot of wire. And looks like we got to go back through here. Yeah. Well, get it. Okay. And it's got to go through here one more time. And let me guess, one more time. How lovely. I think that's got it. Now I just got to straighten it out. Yeah. And like last time, like I said before, highly recommended. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to plug this into the tester. We have lights. They're working. So we're good there. Just going to go ahead and unplug that. And one more thing that I am going to do, because I am planning on changing out these cranes when they were eventually made. I am going to undo these two screws right here. Because these are what holds the cranes onto the poop deck. And when this is down on the ship, I won't be able to access these screws anymore. So if you too plan on changing out your cranes, be sure that you undo the screws from here. And you also got to get under here, so you'll have to take these two decks apart to undo the screws from there. And now I should be able to take these out. Yep. And I'll just set them back on there for right now until they're ready to be changed. They stay, they stay. If they don't, they don't. Looks like one of our wires came undone. How lovely. So give me a few seconds here. Let me glue that back in place. One of our little cables came undone on the crane. There we go. Now, and now with the way this goes on, you got a section right here that's cut out. On the other side, you don't have that. And what it is you have to put, when you put this side in, you have to make sure that that thing goes behind the bulkhead, and then the other thing will just slide here. So you put this side in first, then you slide this in after. And it'll tell you about that right here in the instructions, I think. We'll read it to make sure. Step 11, the aft deck can now be fixed in place. Position the starboard edge first. Yep, there it is. Then the port edge. Make sure that tabs 113A and 113B are aligned as shown on the two photos on the side. Fix the deck in place with 6am screws. Okay, so now we're going to attempt to insert this. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my cable through the first support. Now this is where it gets tricky, because like I said, you have to get that one side in first. So let me just move this. Okay. Let me get you over here. Basically what I'm going to fight with is up here. Underneath here it's going to be kind of hard to see, but I got to get that in first. So it says that first that goes in.